I want you to open your minds to explore the possibility of living the most intentional life you have ever lived in 2013. Waking up, before you even get out of that bed, going to a space of, today my intention is, I'm going to trust myself today. Or, I am going to smile or at the grumpiest person I see. You know, like, what is it going to be? I am going to find money somewhere today. You know, what is it going to be each day? And I can tell you, when I started my yoga practice in February, you know, you go into yoga and you set your intention. My intention for 9 months was trust yourself. What is the theme of 2013 going to be of your life? So this year's been a lot about trusting myself and about managing my money better. There's been a few things, you know, so what's it going to be for 2013? What, you know, some people, you know, have written books. Am I going to do a book tour this year? Or am I at least going to visit one city a month this year to promote my book? Or I am going to set the intention to, you know, teach at a festival, or, you know, do something really, like, what's the theme going to be, the overlying theme? So, like I said, that year, our theme was adventure. I have some ideas about this year, but I have to consult my husband on them. What's our theme going to be? And I do this with my family. You know, I literally do. We sit down every New Year's Eve before we go out or whatever we're going to do, and we look at it and go, what worked last year? What didn't? What was on point? What wasn't? And then we go, okay, well, what's happening next year? What's going to be different? Like one that goes to each year is, I allow relationships that no longer serve me. It's a little more detailed, but I allow all relationships where there's not a mutual service and adding of value to fall away. And I create space for new relationships to come into my life where I can be of service and there is mutual giving. And I tell you, this has been the biggest year for that ever in my life. I cannot believe the women and the people that have come into my life this year and what has happened for me as far as the relationships that I'm forming with other women. It's beautiful. Just because I opened it up and I allowed some of the other ones, and I didn't have to have confrontation to do this. It wasn't like, I'm not going to be your friend anymore. It was nothing like that. It was just a simple acknowledging, going, you know, I'm not a good friend to her. I'm not. And maybe she isn't a good friend to me. But that's okay. And literally, it just fell away. And I call it polite disengagement. You know, there's no energy there. There's nothing. It's what I see when you see those people. It's like, hey, but there's a respect that, you know what, we're not fitting in the same mold anymore. We're not serving one another. We're on different paths, and that's okay. There doesn't have to be a divorce. There doesn't have to be a custody battle. It's just let's let go. You know, what in your gut do you want to do this year? What do you know, what's at the heart of the desire? What's at the heart of the, you know, all the feeling that you're wanting to create? And, you know,